just going to wing it. This whole YouTube channel is going to be winging it. But welcome back to Tattoo Tech's YouTube channel. I hate referring to myself in third person. But as you might have seen on other social media channels, I've took on my own workshop, which is purely for this platform, YouTube creations. We're making stuff. And we're going to insert some clips now on what this place looked like when I first got the keys and what it looks like now. I know progress is slow. We're doing bits and bobs. We're not millionaires. Roll the montage of the progress we've had in the last 6 weeks. I got the bottom sprayed grey tonight, which I think looks pretty good. Did get a bit of overspray, but she's a minor. And then tomorrow, my old man is coming to help me paint the top white. Got a two-poster up today, which is something I've always wanted. I've always wanted a two-poster. My man came today and installed that for me. She's not wired up yet though. We're waiting for Sparky. Sparky's coming tomorrow to price up 3-phase sockets and 240. We're getting there. As you can see, the workshop was just a storage unit basically, with pink walls, weird coloured exterior walls. The roof was minging, but we've had that firmly insulated. Basically spent a fair bit of dough trying to get it to look like this. I finally got myself a two-poster, which is for obviously putting cars on and whatever we create. And we're going to unveil what we're going to be creating in this video. And we've also got a collaboration with a professional struggler, which a lot of you will know about, which is fantastic for me because he's established, he's funny, and he's actually a pal of mine who lives very local. So it's going to be an interesting video, it's going to be exciting, and I've got to learn a lot of things in this process. But let's show you where we're at with the workshop now, and then we'll get into the build. So here's the humble abode. This is the workshop where we're going to be making weird and wonderful machines. It is a bit chaotic at the minute because my daughter's been playing. That's Heather, that's Lila. She's got one of my hoodies on. We've got apprentice winger designs for the babbies now. But we've got a two-poster. We've got very basic equipment at the minute. I have just bought a new welder for the upcoming build. We're very limited on tools we've got in here, just building it up slowly. This isn't a project you'll see. It won't be a dedicated project for YouTube, but this is a project we've got on the go. It's one of my cars. I'm into cars, but as you can see, it's a bit hurt at the minute. That might be a side conquest on one of the videos, but it won't be a main channel video. That's my feelings, that the amount of parts that needs. As you can see, it's not very entertaining in here, but we've got a little kitchen area. And obviously Stack the Holy, which is something I drink every day, and is actually a channel sponsor. A little dunny in there. Very entertaining, isn't it? Yeah, let's get into the first project on this channel, which you will have seen on the internet before. Many people have done these. The twist with this is, I'll wheel it in and show you. There's some terms to this build, so it's not like an unlimited budget build. Because I'm doing a collab with a professional struggler, there's some rules he's implicated on me, so I can't run too wild with it. So it's going to be a bit of a scrap heap challenge kind of vibe, with my twist on it. Whatever Chris decides to do, he's a unique brain. I have no clue what he's doing. We're keeping each other's build secret. I'm going to wheel it in for you and we'll show you. So fast. So here's the first project. It's a little mobility scooter, and we've got to make this a good all-rounder, but one of the points on the build is it's got to look as original as possible. So yeah, you'd think I'm going to go and wham a big motorbike engine there because I'm into my motorbikes. I was gonna, and then Chris put 600 quid budget on this project. So these mobility scooters were free. He's got one, I've got one. His is a three-wheeler, mine's a four-wheeler. So I'm at the advantage, but He had his choices. He could have gone and found a four-wheeler. Just chose what he hadn't chosen. I actually gave him it, but that's the one he's having. He can go find a four-wheeler if he wants. Me being me, I'd stretch it. I'd put Hayabusa in it, but we're £600 budget. We can't do that. We're very limited. The challenges are set out by Chris. So we've got a drag race to do. We've got a tarmac race to do through cones, and then we've got an off-road race to do where it's got to get airborne. So we're going to build it in mind with them things. So off-road, weight's not going to be our best friend. So putting a big engine in it and then hitting a jump, it's going to snap in half. So we've got to find a happy medium, whether we go full EV, high power. Bear in mind, we couldn't put like a Suron motor in this on a £600 budget because we've got steel to buy, we've got bearings to buy, we've got motors, batteries, controllers. So we've had to go down a slightly different route. I don't have the power plant for this here yet. It's ordered, custom making a back axle with disc brake, sprockets, hydraulic brake. I have gone for a manual engine build, so it is going to be a clutched engine, not a semi-auto, not an auto. So that adds extra complication to the bars. So I've got to convert these bars to a twist throttle. I've got to convert them to a clutch and a rear brake on the right-hand side, because obviously I'm going to have a gear selector down here. It's going to be different. You would have seen it on the internet before, something very similar, but mine's going to be unique because I have very limited tooling, never done one before. I'm just winging it. I'm going to get into stripping this down and get as far as we can with it today. But like I say, one of the key points is keeping it looking as original as possible. Could go wild and put go-kart actors in it. It's not going to look original, is it? It could go wild and stretch it and put a cheaper, bigger engine in, but it's not going to look original, and that's going to penalise me on the score sheet. So it's going to look as similar to this as it does now when I finished, within reason. I reckon Chris is going to absolutely go wild with his. His is going to be a proper rat rod, and it's not going to look out like an ability scooter. So I might gain a point there. He'll get a point for uniqueness. I might get a point for power. So let's start stripping it.
Ride the beat when you rock the mic. Put your foot on the gas and eat a red light. Ride the beat when you rock the mic. Put your foot on the gas, make a left go right. Ride the beat when you rock the mic. Put your foot on the gas and eat a red light.
So if you look over here, I've got a selection of parts that, because I used to actually race pit bikes, so I know a bit about these engines. I've got a selection of parts here. Now, you'd be mistaken to think I'm putting a 50cc motorbike engine in that. I ain't going to cut it for you. So that is not the power plant. But I do have some budget saving bits here because I have bits and bats kicking about. Because I'm quickly running out of a £600 budget, I'll be honest. With the engine I've just decided to go in for this, because I'm going petrol, that was a big chunk of my budget. The steel to extend the chassis, the bearings for the back axle itself, I'm basically building my own back axle because it was cheaper out of some 17mm bright bar. But I've already got chains, I've got sprockets, I've got brakes, I've got discs, I've got like cables to go out, I've got bits of exhaust system that I can make. We've got keyways for axles, we've got a pillar drill which I just ordered a very cheap mill. So I've got a milling plate for that so I can keyway my own axles. Never done it before, but I'm going to figure it out. And you're going to learn with me. Stuff I already own, chop saw, welder's coming, brand new welder I've just bought. We've got gas. Basically, we've just got to start building. We're going to do a quick montage of stripping this bad girl, because it's not that interesting stripping this mobility scooter. It's all quickly, so the seat just slides off. So we're going to do a little montage, we'll get it tore down, and we're going to come up with a plan. Because I do not want to extend the wheelbase if I can help it. I don't want to go much longer, because then it's not in keeping with the original design. Now I do know, you are going to be able to see some of the engine coming out of here. That's a given, because the size of the engine I've gone for, it's just going to happen. It is going to hang out, there's going to be an air filter in that yet. It is what it is. But I don't really want to stretch the wheelbase much. I want to keep the tyres kind of where they are. So I've got to measure the wheelbase before I strip and cut this frame in half, so that I know where my back axle's got to land when I start building a new chassis for it. So let's get into just pulling it to bits, because it's not that entertaining. You can see how little goes into these, and it's a bit soul destroying. I'm about to cut open a mobility scooter that's just had over 200 quid worth of new batteries put in it. But it is what it is. So I'm going to just, basically I'm going to take a measurement from the centre of the front axle to the centre of the back axle, and I'm going to endeavour to have my new rear subframe a similar length, maybe an inch or two longer. We're just going to see how it goes, but basically from this point backwards is scrap. Like, we're not using any of that. This gearbox just won't handle the power, even if I could adapt it. It's just not going to handle the power and the grief we're going to put through it. 8,400mm wheelbase, and that's what we're trying to stick at. And now we're just steering into it and get rid of all this ramble. We're trying to keep the wheels standard, but obviously this back axle, it's got a differential built into it, and I can't incorporate that to a chain drive motor, so we're just going to make it. We're going to probably make it slightly wider, maybe 2 inches, 3 inches wider for a little bit more stability.
Are we going to make it stronger?
That's great. Oh yeah, we'll put in a hole. You'll see in a minute, this part of the frame actually just slides out. You'll see when we get these bolts in. So we want to keep hold of them. We love bolts. You can never have enough nuts, bolts and washers. Now that's all obsolete. We don't want none of that. That can go in something else at a later date.
Apart from the wheels.
We want the wheels. Yeah, we do want the wheels. In fact, you guys can do that. Whip them wheels off for me. They look like 13 mils. I need a 13 mil socket.
Yeah.
On that ratchet.
Yeah.
Try and push down. Watch your knuckles. Mirror, you know what they say, the windshield's 10 times bigger than the rear view mirror. What's more important is what's in front of you. The only thing that's going to be behind me is Chris. A long way behind. These mirrors, I need some big mirrors to see him, because he's going to be miles behind. Oh, we got a free half of the drill bit.
Dad?
Yeah.
How do you get it?
Get what off?
This.
The wheel? If you're on a keyway, you'll have to smack it off. That's it. But don't round the end of the screw.
Push down on it, you've got to push on it.
And we'll deal with that in a bit. Should have thought about this a bit more. I think the wiring's got to probably pull it off through that way. Where's that?
I asked him how much is it? What? That?
Where's the screwdriver?
Screwdriver.
So this is what we're left with. There's not much to it, but it's good when you pull that motor back out. And we're going to try and leave the steering original, because it works. It's got some articulation as well for off-road. And a nudge bar, but I'll not need that because they'll all be behind me anyway. But yeah, I'm going to keep the original seat stem, so I'm going to measure from where I cut. Eventually, when I start cutting this frame, I'm going to measure from my cut point to where the seat stem lands to try and keep, obviously I want to keep it in the centre of that panel, so it's again the same wheelbase. So I know my wheelbase is 8,400mm long, then my seat stem, where I decide to cut, which I'm going to figure out in a minute. I've ordered the steel, I'm sure I ordered 20x20. Which is perfect because that's 30/30. Be right is what it is. Yeah, so I'm going to take some measurements and then I'm going to start hacking into it. The engine's going to be a damn sight bigger than that.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Hey.
So this video wasn't intended to be the build on this. It was more of an introduction to the channel, what we're going to do going forward. And the plan is with this workshop is to build weird and wonderful machines. And there's many people doing it on the internet. And I want to get involved. I want to do it. That's my passion, is building weird and wonderful things. And I'm in a position where I can share the journey with you guys. That's the plan. We're taking a big risk. I'm reducing my fleet maintenance company down to 4 days a week, so I can dedicate a minimum of 2 days a week to projects ongoing in here. But we've got a tour down, we've got the measurements we need. The professional Punisher is in progress. I've got the measurements, like I just said. I've got some parts on order. I've got steel on order. I've got a welder coming next week. Baby steps. I'm new to this space. I've got to kit out my old workshop. This has been a very expensive endeavour. But I'm making it my own slowly. We're slowly getting there. It is going to be a slow process, kitting this out with all the correct tooling for where I want to take this channel. But let's see where the next few years takes us. I'm excited for it. And this is going to be the first one. Fantastic collaboration with Chris. Chris is a good mate of mine. He's an amazing personality. And we're just going to have some fun together. That's what we're going to do. We're going to build something which we both love doing. And we're going to make a competition out of it. And it's going to be a good crack. And that competition is on the 14th of December. I've got a 600 quid budget to build a machine that can beat his over 3 different races. And I'm all for it. I'm ready. We've got a plan. We've got some parts. We've just got to do the graph now. But for this week's video, that's it. Like I say, it was more of an introduction back to the channel. We're taking a full pivot, going away from trucks on this platform. And we're going to custom builds. Yeah. Righto. I'll catch you in the next one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Love yous all. Okay, see you.